Hi everybody, Bill here. I'm back. um, Sorry it's been so long since I posted anything. I just figured I would kind of come on here and give you all a quick update, and tell you what's going on with me and why. It took me a little while here to get back on and make a video. I've, as you all know, I've been taking a master's degree online from home. So that's made me quite busy, working on a lot of that. And I had I guess you could say, a big midterm project that I had to do, that took a whole lot of time there for a week or two to get that done. And so that's all behind me. And, I'm on spring break now, I guess you could say. I'm not in Florida. Yeah, you should look out the window. I don't know if I can. It is I don't know, 25 or so, and blowing like crazy and snowing sideways. I think I tried this once before, but I'll try it again and see if it works. So there. Yeah. Um, so it's been blowing about 40 or 50 miles an hour and snowing sideways most of the day today. And this is March 14th. I've had enough already. I don't know about you all, but yeah, I I didn't go to Florida or Mexico on spring break with all the young kids, so um, that would be nice to get away from this weather if I could do it physically and had the money. So not going to happen. Um, so yeah, I thought I'd just update you on what's been going on as far as that, and also how I've been feeling. And my throat's dry again from this dry air because it's so cold. Um, it's one thing I've had a lot of lately for some weird reason. I don't know if it's just because it's dry, cold air. Um, See, I did the one test where I took about 10 days off of my antibiotic treatments, and just kept doing my herbal treatments and everything else. And when I went back on, I herxed big time. So, like I said, you know, whatever that means. And so I'm back to doing my kind of 50-50, kind of 3.5 days on, 3.5 days off. Eventually the goal is to get off of antibiotics, but also the goal is not to relapse. So, it makes me nervous to just quit, completely. So I actually go to my Lyme doctor tomorrow. So I'm going to obviously be discussing a lot of things with her, like, okay, what's next, and where do we go from here? Like, it seems like I've kind of plateaued and have my good days and my bad days and my really bad days. Well, never good days. I have days like I am right now where I feel half decent and can think and talk a little bit. And then I have my days where I always have my Lyme mornings, always, like just about every morning. I can't hardly move for a while. But some days it's extremely worse. So I went through some of that here in the last couple weeks, where I had, days where I couldn't move until, I don't know, 12 or 1. And what happens to me is, I'll wake up and I'll be kind of hurting all over, nothing too outrageous, but I cannot wake up. I just cannot get with it, cannot get moving, and if I get moving enough to get my tea and, my herbal tinctures and whatever else, and climb back in bed and, lay in there for another hour or two until I can get with it. And so that's been, basically every morning lately, and even worse the last couple of weeks. And and then another thing that's been happening is, okay, I'll have that rough start, but then later in the day, when I finally start feeling half decent like I am now, I'll start having just incredible anxiety, just, really, really bad anxiety attacks. And I've had that a little bit off and on, through all of this, nothing too bad that I couldn't manage too much, but it's been more lately. It's been, I've had some days where it was pretty bad, and I'm one of those people that doesn't really like taking pharmaceutical things other than, the antibiotics that I'm taking. I have to for now, but I I tried, I guess you could call pharmaceutical anti-anxiety, anti-depression drugs a long time ago. I don't know, 10 years ago or something. And every time I tried one, it put me in the emergency room, basically. It just messed me up big time. So I finally gave up on that. So, maybe I'll ask, like, everybody out there, you know, if you have any other recommendations as far as supplements, herbs, anything natural that might help with anxiety. I already take, a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of herbal stuff and a couple different supplements that are supposed to help. And usually, it has kept it manageable for the most part, but I've still have these days lately where it's pretty bad. And, it seems like it also is these days where seems like I'm hurting big time or, whatever's going on. And I have these horrible, rough mornings. And then later on, I have, these anxiety days. So just thought I'd put that out there for, anybody that, has any ideas on that for me, please comment below. And so yeah, I just thought I would kind of update you on all that. And also, just like I said, sorry to all my, guess you could call us a Lyme family online. We are basically like a, like a little family that understands each other, because nobody else really can, understand unless they had this stuff. So, a lot of thoughts and prayers for a lot of people out there. I usually hesitate to mention names because I'll forget somebody with my Lyme brain, but I know Jen has been struggling with a lot of things. Looks like your family's passing some kind of bugs around, some kind of cold virus or something, and struggling with coughing and sleeping and different things like, along with the Lyme, and stomach problems, I think. And so, I hope you're feeling better today. And, prayers for you on that. And Michael Fives, I just watched your video, and it breaks my heart seeing, my fellow lymies out there struggling so bad. I can't even imagine going through what you're going through. I've never gone through anything quite that bad through all this. So thoughts and prayers for you, man. Don't worry about making any music for us anytime soon. Please just, rest and concentrate on getting well. And, once we're feeling a little bit better, we'll hook up online and talk. And Michelle, just same thing for you. I know you've been struggling with, a ton of different things, stomach issues and head stuff and, different illnesses, along with all the Lyme and co-infections. So I know it's throwing you for a loop. It seems like we've all, been struggling, lately. So thoughts and prayers out to Michelle. And yeah, like I said, I knew my Lyme brain would forget, a lot of people that are out there, that are really, really struggling right now. And I know Kimber Lyme, she's really been going through some rough times too. And, we haven't seen much of you. So, thoughts and prayers for you. Hope you're doing better and, making some progress and getting some answers. And, just hope you're resting and getting well. And also Jess from Passionate Healers. I know, you've been living your life some, which is great to see. But, I know you've also, paid for it some. And I think we've all experienced that to one degree or another. It seems like every time I try to go do a couple things on the weekends or whatever, and then I pay for it. And so, thoughts and prayers going out to you also. And Victoria from Lemons and Lyme, I know you've been also, going through a lot of things and struggling. I think I've seen you posting a lot of stuff about getting a whole lot of tests done and, looking into a whole lot of things. So thoughts and prayers out for you. And I know I'm forgetting somebody else again. Please forgive me. You're all, in my thoughts, and I just, I'll do anything I can to help anybody. So there's anything, you ever need or any information, whatever. I don't know it all, but, I'll do my best to help any of the Lyme people out there. So talk to you soon. It's seems like it's been a tough winter for a lot of us. We had I know for myself, another thing that happened, we all had that horrible bad full moon there, I don't know, a month and a half ago or whatever it was. And I had another one here this last full moon. It seemed like right around that time, it, it knocked me down pretty good. So I don't know if that's part of, timing between that and what I was doing with my protocol that, just was not fun. So hopefully we'll be out of this soon. I know it doesn't look like I'm going to be out of this weather anytime soon here in Pennsylvania. It's supposed to stay like this, I don't know, I think straight through the weekend. So I just thought I'd throw a quick update out there, so to tell everybody what's going on with me, and just update you on everything, and know that you're in my thoughts and prayers, and we'll get through this. We'll eventually be on the other side, and I know one thing, I guess I'll say right here is, a lot of people say, what are you going to do whenever you feel better? Are you going to still be out there, doing this? And absolutely, that's what I plan on doing. I'm active in my local, Lyme support group, and, trying to help people and raise awareness and all that kind of thing. And I plan on keeping on doing this too once I'm feeling better, because I know the feeling. We all know the feeling. How, struggling with this is just so hard, and there's so many people out there that are struggling with this, that are, frustrated and scared, and, all kinds of things. So, I plan on, keeping on doing this. And, I guess I will mention right here, right now too, it's getting a little bit long, but I usually try to keep my videos fairly short. And as you've probably noticed, my videos are nothing fancy. There's no intro music, outro music, all kinds of stuff moving around, because I know what it feels like to be with Lyme, having sensory overload. And I'm not to say anything against the people that have those things on their, on their channels. That's great. I watch a lot of people that have a lot of that, fancy editing, and love their vlogs. But I chose not to do that, because it sometimes bothers me to watch that, even if somebody's panning around a lot on the camera. So that's why I've chosen to just kind of do it like this, where I just basically sit down, turn the camera on. I didn't even really have anything planned what I was going to say today. And, I know, Jen, you say the same thing, and, I think Michelle the same way, and Mike too. We just got to sit down and talk, to each other, and share our feelings and our thoughts and everything. So, when I started this, I'm not going to call it a vlog, because I don't do it daily, but I don't know if that's technically the definition of a vlog or not. Never even heard that term until I started this. But I started out doing this whole thing, once I found out a lot about, what's going on with what I'm going through. I learned a little bit, and, learning more all the time. I thought, well, I can't keep this to myself. I gotta, help some other people out there that are maybe just starting into this, or, we can all learn from each other no matter what stage we're at. I've learned lots of things from all y'all, and that's a Pennsylvania term, all y'all. But anyhow, that was what I kind of set out to do, was like, share information and, stuff like that. And I guess I could say something happened that I didn't anticipate. I never really expected, never saw coming. And, and that was meeting some, incredible people like you all online, and getting to know each other, and, support each other, and encourage each other, and pray for each other, and know that, we're not alone in this, and hopefully, that'll spread, and there'll be more people, that, that find people like that. I hope that for everybody. Like I said, I never expected that. And I started out this thing, just like I said, researching information and listening to doctors' vlogs. And, there was a couple people out there, a couple years ago, that were doing a lot of Lyme videos that were more, educational, informational. And most of those people have kind of dropped off. Haven't really seen them, doing anything lately. And, and then I started just kind of reaching out to people that, you know, are also still struggling. And that's how I found, you know, Carissa and Chad on Slice of Lyme, and started watching their videos. And I'm pretty sure I met Jen through that vlog. I can't remember if my Lyme brain's remembering that right now, you know. And then I started looking, you know, just searching, you know, for anything I could find basically online, and, you know, on different co-infections and stuff like that. And I think that's how I found Michelle and started watching her. And then I think I found Michael Fives through Michelle. So, you know, and then a whole lot of other people. Like I said, there's so many other people that are, you know, I hate, you know, like I said, because I'll forget somebody, you know, and leave them out, and I don't want to do that. But there's a whole lot of other people that are incredibly supportive and kind, and, you know, just encouraging to me. So, like I said, this was something I never really knew was going to happen. You know, it was not something, it was kind of off my radar, but I'm so glad that, you know, we're all out there, you know, doing this YouTube thing, encouraging each other. And I guess I'm starting to ramble on now, but anyhow, just thought I would throw that out there, and you know, thank you all, and hopefully I won't be gone this long again. Like I said, I'm on spring break here this week. I'm not completely on spring break. I'm already reading up on stuff for next week and getting a jump on stuff. That's the way I am. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks.